Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. Today we are going to learn how to write a business partnership agreement, a formal legal document that clearly defines the relationship between business partners, including their roles, responsibilities, and how the business will operate. Now let's go step by step, and for each part, I will show you the exact paragraph from the template, explain what to write, why it matters, and also touch on the legal importance. Title of the agreement: Business Partnership Agreement. This is the title of your document. What you need to write here is simple. Just clearly state the name of the document. This is important because it immediately tells anyone reading it that this is a formal and legally binding partnership agreement. From a legal perspective, a clear title helps identify the nature of the contract and avoids confusion with other types of documents. Opening statement and identification of the partners. This business partnership agreement is made and entered into on this date by and between Partner 1's full legal name, residing at address, hereinafter referred to as Partner 1, and Partner 2's full legal name, residing at address, hereinafter referred to as Partner 2, collectively referred to as the partners. In this part, you need to write the date of the agreement and clearly identify each partner using their full legal name and address. This is very important because it legally defines who is involved in the contract. Without proper identification, the agreement may not be enforceable. Referring to them as the partners keeps the document consistent and professional throughout. Point number 1, formation of partnership. The partners hereby agree to form a business partnership under the name of partnership name, in accordance with the laws of state country. The principal place of business shall be located at business address, or such other location as may be mutually agreed upon by the partners. Here, you explain that the partnership is officially being formed, including the business name and location. You need to write the registered name of the business and where it will operate. This is important because it legally establishes the partnership and ensures it complies with local laws. It also clarifies where the business is based, which can affect taxes and regulations. Point number 2, purpose of the partnership. The purpose of this partnership is to engage in described nature of business, including any other lawful activities as may be agreed upon by the partners. In this section, you describe what the business will actually do. You should clearly state the type of business activities. This is important because it defines the scope of the partnership. Legally, it prevents partners from going beyond agreed activities without consent. Point number 3, capital contributions. Each partner agrees to contribute the following capital to the partnership. Partner 1, describe contribution. Partner 2, describe contribution. No additional capital contributions shall be required unless agreed upon in writing by all partners. Here, you list what each partner is contributing, such as money, equipment, or expertise. This is important because it records each partner's investment. From a legal standpoint, this protects both sides and helps resolve disputes about ownership and financial input. Point number 4, ownership interest. The ownership interest of each partner in the partnership shall be as follows. Partner 1, percentage%. Partner 2, percentage%. In this part, you define how much of the business each partner owns. You need to clearly state the percentage. This is crucial because ownership determines control, profit sharing, and legal rights within the business. Point number 5, profit and loss distribution. The net profits and losses of the partnership shall be distributed in proportion to each partner's ownership interest, unless otherwise agreed in writing. This section explains how profits and losses will be shared. You should follow the ownership percentages unless you agree otherwise in writing. This is important because financial clarity prevents conflicts, and legally, it ensures fair distribution based on agreed terms. Point number 6, management and duties. The partners shall jointly manage the business and affairs of the partnership. Each partner agrees to devote reasonable time, effort, and skill to the operation of the business. Specific responsibilities may include Partner 1, specify duties. Partner 2, specify duties. Here, you explain how the business will be managed and assign responsibilities. You should clearly describe each partner's role. This is important because it creates accountability. Legally, it can be used as proof if a partner fails to fulfill their duties. Point number 7. Decision-making. All major decisions relating to the partnership shall require the mutual written consent of the partners. Routine operational decisions may be made by either partner unless otherwise agreed. This part explains how decisions are made. You need to clarify which decisions require both partners and which can be handled individually. This is important to prevent conflicts and ensure fairness. Legally, it protects both partners from unauthorized major decisions. Point number 8. Banking and financial matters. All funds of the partnership shall be deposited into accounts held in the name of the partnership. Withdrawals shall require the authorization of both partners, as agreed. Accurate books and financial records shall be maintained and made available to each partner upon reasonable request. Here, you describe how finances are handled. You should specify banking arrangements and record keeping. This is important for transparency and legal compliance. Proper financial records are essential for taxes, audits, and resolving disputes. Point number 9. Admission of new partners. No additional partners shall be admitted into the partnership without the prior written consent of all existing partners. This section states that new partners cannot join without approval. This is important because it protects ownership and control. Legally, it ensures no one is added without full agreement. Point number 10. Withdrawal or retirement of a partner. Any partner may withdraw from the partnership by providing number days written notice to the other partner. The withdrawing partner shall be entitled to receive the value of their ownership interest, as determined by a mutually agreed valuation method. Here, you explain how a partner can leave. You should include notice period and how their share will be calculated. This is important because it provides a clear exit strategy and avoids legal disputes. Point number 11. Dissolution of partnership. The partnership shall be dissolved upon the occurrence of any of the following events: mutual written agreement of the partners, completion of the partnership's purpose, death, incapacity, or bankruptcy of a partner, any other event agreed upon in writing by the partners. Upon dissolution, the partnership's assets shall be liquidated, liabilities settled, and any remaining proceeds distributed in accordance with ownership interests. This section explains when and how the partnership ends. You need to list possible situations and what happens afterward. This is legally important because it ensures an organized and fair closure of the business. Point number 12. Confidentiality. Each partner agrees to maintain the confidentiality of all proprietary and sensitive information relating to the partnership and shall not disclose such information without prior written consent of the other partner. Here, you protect business information. This is important because it prevents misuse of sensitive data. Legally, it allows action if confidentiality is breached. Point number 13. Non-compete clause. During the term of this agreement and for a period of time period following its termination, no partner shall engage in any business that directly competes with the partnership within geographical area, without the prior written consent of the other partner. This part restricts partners from competing with the business. You need to define time and location. This is important to protect the business. Legally, it must be reasonable to be enforceable. Point number 14. Dispute resolution. Any dispute arising out of or in connection with this agreement shall first be resolved through good faith negotiations between the partners. If the dispute cannot be resolved, it shall be submitted to mediation or arbitration in accordance with the applicable laws of state country. Here, you explain how conflicts will be handled. This is important because it avoids costly court cases. Legally, it provides a clear process for resolving disputes. Point number 15. Governing law. This agreement shall be governed by and construed in accordance with the laws of state country. This section states which laws apply. You need to specify the location. This is important because legal rules differ, and this ensures clarity in case of disputes. Point number 16. Amendments. This agreement may only be amended or modified by a written document signed by all partners. Here, you explain how changes can be made. This is important because it prevents informal changes. Legally, it ensures all modifications are properly documented. Point number 17. Entire agreement. This agreement constitutes the entire understanding between the partners and supersedes all prior agreements, whether written or oral. This clause confirms that this document is the complete agreement. This is important because it prevents claims based on outside discussions. Legally, it strengthens the enforceability of the contract, closing statement and signatures. In witness whereof, the partners have executed this agreement as of the date first written above. Partner 1 signature, Uwan Timatawa name, Partner 1's full legal name, date. Each partner. 2 signature. Name, Partner 2's full legal name, date. Finally, both partners sign and date the agreement. This is the most critical legal step because signatures make the agreement officially binding. Without signatures, the document may not be enforceable. So that's how you write a business partnership agreement step by step. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to Writing Practices. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.